2. Ellis needs to dial one in. Tension building here at Yakima County Stadium. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball game over. 2-1 victory. Pippins over Sweets.
The heat has returned here to the Orchard as the Yakima Valley Pippins welcome in the Bend Elks for the final homestand before the All-Star break. Welcome into Pippins Pregame presented by the Washington's Lottery. I'm Harmon Johnson, your voice of the Yakima Valley Pippins. Well, Yakima Valley finally broke that losing streak of 11 games back on Wednesday down in Springfield before suffering a 10-6 loss last night to go 1-5 on their road trip to Walla Walla and to Springfield. But now they come back home to take on a foe that they've seen 3 times already, the Bend Elks, where they were a couple weeks ago down in Oregon. The Elks swept that series, but Yakima Valley is looking to rebound and end the first part of the second half strong before we get to the All-Star break. And speaking of All-Stars, in case you haven't heard, Ty Pangborn was named to the 2025 South All-Star team. Ty is one of the leaders of this team, starting the most games in the West Coast League with 7 tonight. Will be his 8th start as he is on the mound tonight for the Pippins. Let's take a look at some of Ty's highlights throughout the season leading up to this All-Star appearance.
So we'll do it now with the 3-2, swung on and missed. Cole Schleichart down on strikes, first strikeout for Ty Pangborn, and that is it for the Pickles here in the first.
Second base. Payoff pitch to Hubbard. Breaking ball called, strike 3. Hubbard knew it immediately. Pangborn leaves one stranded.
Today in the lineup for the Pippins in today's ball game. The throw goes back to first. Scaldaferri dives back and he gets caught. Tag applied by Varney. Scaldaferri. One out. Throw goes back to first. Tag applied. He beats him again. A quick pick throw to first. Pangborn spins.
Ty Pangborn makes his 8th start of the season tonight. That is coming up next, along with your Banner Bank Yakima Valley Pippins starting lineup. Stick with us. This is Pippins Pregame presented by the Washington's Lottery.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Welcome back to Pippins Pregame presented by the Washington's Lottery. It's now time for the Banner Bank Yakima Valley Pippins starting lineup. Banner Bank goes to bat for the Pippins. If you're looking for a regional bank that knows the Yakima Valley, go and see Banner Bank, a longtime sponsor of the Yakima Valley Pippins. Leading off and playing center field is number 25, Dylan Anderson. Batting second and playing third base is number 10, Greg Luna. Batting third, doing the designated hitting tonight, is number 12, Kyler Bittner. Ethan Buckley catches his 4th game in a row. He will bat cleanup and wear number 15. Ethan Hogan will play second base today and wear number 24. Batting 6th is the shortstop, number 8, Gage Reeser. Jake Porter is the left fielder today, batting 7th, wearing number 40. A new face to the Pippins will join the roster, batting 8th and wearing number 9 in right field is Braden Bartholomew. And batting 9th is number 46, Jack Varney, the first baseman in today's contest. Again, for Garrett DeGallier and the Yakima Valley Pippins, Anderson, Luna, Bittner, Buckley, Hogan, Reeser, Porter, Bartholomew, and Varney. Ty Pangborn is on the mound for Yakima Valley. We'll get you his numbers when the Elks come up to bat in the top of the first. That has been your Banner Bank starting lineup, and this has been Pippins Pregame presented by the Washington's Lottery. First pitch is next. Stick with us.
Yeah, tequila makes her close.
One of the hottest names in country, Joe Nichols. Live in concert, July 27th, 8 p.m., Legends Event Center.
Yeah, like I was nodding right along to a song on the radio. Yeah.
On sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop.
Somewhere sunny.
Joe Nichols, live.
The highly anticipated Sage Spa at Legends Casino Hotel is now open and taking reservations, offering massage therapy, body treatments, manicures, pedicures, facials, saunas, and more. Plus, the only spa facility to offer wet and dry wellness pods in the entire Northwest. Call the Sage Spa at Legends now to make your reservation for the ultimate relaxation experience.
Three games left before the All-Star break as the Bend Elks are in town to face the Yakima Valley Pippins as we get towards the middle parts of this second half of the regular season. Welcome in on a Friday night. I'm Harmon Johnson, your voice of the Yakima Valley Pippins. Ty Pangborn back out on the mound, and we've come to expect nothing less than greatness from Ty from the University of Akron, his most recent spot in his collegiate pitching career. Ty, of course, that 2-1 record on the season could have a couple more qualified decisions, but was only able to go about 4 innings in a couple of starts. The 3.82 ERA is actually down now to 3.37 after some scoring changes that took some earned runs away during the Walla Walla game. But the number to look at is that 32 strikeout mark that is up near the top of the West Coast League. Looking behind him in the field on defense, he's going to have Jake Porter in left field, Dylan Anderson in center, and then a new face to the Yakima Valley Pippins, Braden Bartholomew on the infield, Greg Luna, Gage Reeser, Ethan Hogan making his first start at second base, and then Jack Varney giving Julian Angulo the day off. Ethan Buckley is behind the dish catching for the 4th straight day. He's getting a lot of action behind all of Yakima Valley's pitchers. Ty Pangborn ready to go here in his 8th game. He will face 1, 2, and 3 for Ben, Santana, Miller, and Sniffen here in the first part of the contest. Bend will send up after those 3. Easton Edmondson, all-star for the Elks, Vinny Salvione, Zach Carlson, Matt Dobson, Ryan Vanderbrink, and Benji Solano. That is how they line up. Eric Pajunas is on the mound for Bend. He will be on the bump in the next half inning. We're ready to go here, as are our West Coast League umpires. Bryce Reeves is the man you see there behind the plate. In the field is Lance Kreck. Ty Pangborn wearing that home white for Yakima Valley, but the Pippins electing to go with the black caps today instead of the usual green lids. Pangborn ready to go. Bryce Reeves says play ball, and the first pitch of the contest is fouled straight back a minute early at 6:34 p.m. A 90-degree Friday night here in Yakima, Washington. Clear skies overhead and just a breeze. There's no actual miles per hour reading on the wind right now. 0-1. Pangborn misses. Santana was squaring to bunt there, leading this team with batting average, a .375 clip through 9 games. Playing second base. The 1-1. Fouled into the screen. Pangborn ahead in the count here. Ty with 31 strikeouts on the season. At the time of the All-Star Game announcements, that was good for 3rd place in the West Coast League. Looking for a strikeout here, the 1-2. Fouled into the screen again. Santana's been late on the couple of pitches he's fouled off. Pangborn, of course, will represent Yakima Valley at the All-Star Game in less than a week. Another 1-2. Softly on the ground. Foul past Varney over at first. Longer at bat being thrown together by Dawson Santana. Joined the Elks late because he was finishing up the season with Oregon State. Has since entered the transfer portal and is now committed to play at San Diego State. 1-2 from Pangborn. On the ground, back up the middle. Reeser charging. He gets a glove on it, but drops the ball by second base. Infield single for Dawson Santana, and that's how the ball game begins. The offense winning the long battle. Slowly hit off the end of the bat by Santana. And now Ty Pangborn will work out of the stretch for the first time to face Jace Miller. Miller's been looking good for Bend over the last couple of games. Takes a ball from Pangborn. 7 hits over his last 3 contests, including a 3-for-5 night against the Marion Berries back on July 11th. 1-0. Bounces away from Buckley. Santana's going to round hard at second, but he will hold up. Immediately a runner in scoring position. Pangborn credited with a wild pitch. Ty's last start came against the Walla Walla Sweets, as Yakima Valley tried to take that season series. Pangborn went 5 but was unable to qualify for a decision. The 2-0 half swing called a strike by Bryce Reeves. Pangborn only gave up 1 run in that outing against the Sweets. Actually exited with the lead, but then Koshi Arai came in relief in the 6th inning, gave up 2 runs right away, and then the Sweets did not look back. 2-1 right over the plate. 90 on the gun for Ty. That's where the fastball's been living. That upper 80s to a couple of 90-mile-an-hour pitches. Talked with him this morning as we prepare for his all-star appearance, saying that he's just relearned how to pitch confidently on the pitcher's mound. 2-2. Soft liner out towards Porter and left. It's going to get down. The stop sign thrown up by Johnny Kemp, the third base coach. Runners will be at the corners after back-to-back singles by Bend. There's nobody out in the first. Bend electing to play conservative. Here, 2 batters into the game. That'll bring up Makoa Sniffen, one of the big bats for the Bend Elks. Out of all those in the starting lineup today, Sniffen's played in the most games, 28. As he corks one out to Jake Porter, he'll range back and make the catch on a line. The throw will be cut off by Luna at third. A run will score, and Bend has an early 1-0 lead on the 104-mile-an-hour sacrifice fly by Makoa Sniffen. That ball was torched to Porter. On a line, though. 1-0 Bend. Yakima Valley will have to dig out of a hole. First pitch to Easton Amundsen is called a ball. Amundsen, one of the 3 All-Stars for the Bend Elks. Batting from that left side against the right-handed throwing Ty Pangborn. Pitch in the dirt. The runner dances away. Throw down from Buckley is not in time. Miller just about strayed too far off. And so it's 2-0. Amundsen batting .263 this season. Waves that stick slowly behind his head. Ty unable to find the strike zone here to Amundsen. Pangborn only with 14 walks issued the entire season. .3-0. Amundsen made Ty throw a strike. Staying alive in the count. Well, when Pangborn's gotten in trouble, he's typically been able to get out of it. You look back at his track record so far this season. Most runs he's given up in an outing was 4. That was back on June 4th against Walla Walla. 3-1. Missed outside. So 2 singles, a sac fly, and now a walk. Put 2 aboard. Only one out here in the top of the first. Just getting started here in Yakima. That'll bring up Vinny Salvione. Salvione had one decent day against the Pippins where he went 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored back on June 27th. First pitch, swing and a miss on the inside part of the plate. The next day that he played, though, was June 29th. Got the off day during the Saturday when the Pippins were in Bend. And then that Sunday game went 0 for 5, including 1 strikeout. 2 on, 1 out. 0-1, ground ball to third. Luna gonna step on the bag for 1 out. Could have possibly turned 2, but instead the Pippins elect to get the lead runner. Salvione reaches on the fielder's choice. That ball had some spin off the bat. Luna got a little turned around, so I think he just made the decision to get the 1 out he knew he could. So still first and second. Now there's 2 away for Zach Carlson. First pitch, souvenir into the stands. No balls and a strike. Carlson, a native of South Jordan, Utah, batting .314 here in his 18th game with the Elks. Pangborn checks the lead runner, Amundsen. The 0-1 drops in for strike 2. Ty's given up 1 run on 2 hits so far. Looking for his first strikeout of the night. Has the pitch he wants. The 0-2. Not a bad miss. Went with the changeup outside to make the count 1-2. Ty's changeup really dances. Spin rate at around 2,300. One-two from Ty. Popped up on the infield. Reeser will range in a step and make the grab to retire the side. Bend gets 1 run on 2 hits. They leave 2 stranded. There were no errors committed by Yakima Valley after a half inning of play. The Elks won. Pippins coming up here at the Orchard.
Legends Casino Hotel's Summer of Games rolls on with our Chariots of Cash drawings. Join us for the first 4 Thursdays in July. We are handing out over $16,000 each night. But hold on to your horses because on July 31st, we're giving out cash and a new Ford truck. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. With a new 2025 Ford Maverick up for grabs, maybe we should have called it Maverick of Cash. No, Chariots of Cash is a better name, but that truck, definitely a better ride.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Eric Pajunas makes his second start this season against the Yakima Valley Pippins. The first one was down in Bend Back on June 28th, Pajunas, a native of Sherman Oaks, California, plays his college baseball at Michigan with the Wolverines. You see his stats there. The 3-1 record means he's gone the distance a couple of times. 3.19 ERA over 31 innings pitched is very good as well. You see he is also a member of the All-Star team for the South, so he and Ty Pangborn will be representing the South Division on Wednesday. He faces Dylan Anderson, Greg Luna, and Kyler Bittner first. Anderson takes the first pitch back up the middle, past the diving Santana and into center field. For the second straight night, Dylan Anderson's put the first pitch in play for a base hit. 1-0-2, right back into center field for Dylan. He's really loving that leadoff spot. He was down in the middle of the order for the first couple games in Springfield, but since his return has found his way on base. So Greg Luna immediately gets to hit with a runner aboard, representing the tying run. Luna making his first appearance here at home. Pajunas leaves one in the zone, and Luna sends it out towards left field. Back-to-back singles on back-to-back pitches. And the Pippins are in business in the first. Yakima Valley did not take batting practice today, but through two swings, they've looked pretty good. 104 for Dylan, 96 off the bat for Luna. So Kyler Bittner bats with the tying run in scoring position. 2 pitches into the game for Pajunas. Squaring to bunt. The infield will crash. Bittner gets it down in front of the mound. Pajunas has one play. He almost bobbles it over to first. Amundsen able to scoop it, though. Successful sacrifice for Kyler. 3 pitches in, 2 in scoring position. So now Ethan Buckley. We're already in the middle of the Pippins order. Pajunas was dominant over Yakima Valley in his only start on the season. Picked up the win over 6 innings, only giving up 2 runs on 5 hits. 4th pitch of the game for Pajunas. Buckley will take it for strike 1. In that game on June 28th, Pajunas did walk 2, but he struck out 5. Pippins with a runner at third and less than 2 outs, needing to capitalize to retie the game. 0-1, Buckley squares, but he will miss for strike 2. Trying to push bunt over towards first base. Amundsen was playing back. With 2 strikes, though, I would assume Buckley will be swinging away, needing to protect at the plate. The 0-2, wave and a miss. Change up down and away. First strikeout for Pajunas, and there's 2 away here in the first. Ethan Hogan will be tasked with bringing home Dylan Anderson. Hogan only with 1 run batted in so far this season. Batting .259 from Tacoma Community College. First pitch, Hogan waves and misses at the bottom of the zone. So Pajunas gave up 2 hits on 2 pitches. Kyler Bittner gave him the first out on a sacrifice bunt, and then Buckley unable to pick up a hit. The 0-1, downstairs, bounces away from Vanderbrink, but not far enough to score Anderson. Hogan trying to make sure that the sacrifice bunt, giving Ben the first out, does not come around to hurt Yakima Valley.
Pippins not afraid to play small ball, but after giving up 2 hits on 2 pitches, it was a little surprising to see Kyler bunt. 1-1. Hogan softly out towards left. This will be not caught out and left. 2 runs will score, and the Pippins have the lead. Ethan Hogan brings them home. Stellar diving attempt by Miller out and left. For a second, looked like he got it. We'll see the replay here. Ranging. Almost came up with it, but you see the ball trickling away there. So it's a 2 RBI single for Hogan. And the Pippins have the lead. Hogan takes off. Reeser takes high and tight. The throw down is not in time. Hogan able to swim. Put that on the highlight reel. Lance Kreck standing right there to see the action. We're going to see it again. Hard fastball. The throw beat Hogan, but watch this. Pulled that left arm out of the way. Reeser ahead in the count, 1-0. Lays off downstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Pippins have tried that swim move multiple times on the base pass, but have been unsuccessful. That time, Hogan works it to perfection. 2-0, Reeser spoils it foul down the right field line. 2 balls and a strike. Reeser enjoyed his time during yesterday's game, hit his first home run of the season. Hard towering shot over the left field wall. Two 2-1. Reeser takes a breaking ball upstairs. Count now 3-1. Reeser would be content drawing a walk. Walked 10 times so far this season. Left-handed bat waiting on deck, Jake Porter. 3-1 plunks Reeser. So instead of a walk, it's a hit batter. 2 are aboard and 2 are out. Pippins' offense not done yet. It looked like they were on the brink of extinction there with Hogan up at the plate. Instead, Hogan puts a new charge into the offense. Now 2 are aboard. Jake Porter, left-handed hitting from Santa Clara. First pitch hacking, softly out towards left, coming in Miller, still ranging. That's a foul ball. Bryce Reeves, the home plate umpire, throws the hands up as it tails just west of that line. Almost had a bloop single. See this ball ranging all the way over towards the line, but definitely foul. They did repaint those lines today. You can't really see it there in left field because of some of the shadows and the harsh lighting. No balls and a strike to Porter, batting .214 here in his 13th game. 0-1, line drive into the Pippins bullpen. Porter down to his final strike. Jake had a good first game down in Springfield, picked up 3 hits and 5 trips. By far his best offensive output so far this season. But Junis ready with his 0-2. Softly, out towards the middle of the diamond, the second baseman Santana right behind the bag will make the catch to retire the side. Yakima Valley gets 2 to take the lead as we go to the second inning. Pippins in front.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens app is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
Well, Ty Pangborn gave up a run there in the top of the first inning, but his offense responded right back for 2 of their own. So Pangborn will get to pitch with a lead, something that he has said multiple times helps him feel comfortable out on the mound. Matt Dobson will send a deep drive out towards center. Anderson's looking up, and it's going to pound into the warning track. Dobson will turn around second. The relay from Hogan. A strong throw. It is not in time. Knocked down by Luna. It's a leadoff triple on the first pitch of the second inning for Matt Dobson. Another hard-hit baseball, 98 off the bat. We've seen 102, 104, 98, and 96. Dylan Anderson, of course, has played a lot of right field in this ballpark, but this is his first time playing center at his home field. First pitch from Pangborn to Vanderbrink is ball 1. Vanderbrink, another Ohio State product. Only batting .083 through his first 7 games with the Elks. 1-0 bounces in. Buckley able to use that chest protector. Makes it 2 balls, no strikes. Pangborn's looked just a little bit erratic with the strike zone at times. 2-0, high chop on the infield. This will tie the game. Hogan sends the throw over to Varney for out number 1. All square at 2 here in the second inning as the bases are empty with 1 out. Well, if we're in for back and forth all night, I'm here for it. Vanderbrink able to drive home his first batter. First pitch to Solano, back towards the mound. Hogan ranging to his right, steps, throws. The stretch from Varney, not in time. It is off the bag for Jack. Benji Solano reaches here in the second. They score that an error. You see Pangborn almost got leather on it. Hogan not quite setting his feet. The throw pulled Varney off the bag. You saw it there. You saw the separation. So back to the top of the order. 1 out and a runner on. Santana sends a line drive out to center field. Holding up at second is Solano. It's already the 4th hit of the ball game for Bend. Santana is 2 for 2 today. In for another slugfest, it appears, just like last night, a combined 24 hits between the Pippins and the Drifters. Already 7 hits in this ball game. First pitch from Pang into Jace Miller, misses downstairs. All square at 2. The leadoff triple is able to be cashed in. Benji Solano reached on an error by Hogan at second. One-0 pitch. Give that the outer third of the plate. 77-mile-an-hour breaking ball. Again, the spin rate looks good. 2288 RPMs. That's how many times the ball's rotating around out of the hand. 1-1. Change up downstairs. The throw goes down to second. Reeser will keep it in front. Buckley does have a strong arm, able to keep the runners at bay. Another Bend Elk that was kind of caught in no man's land. Pippins unable to capitalize and get the free out. Ties 2-1. Upstairs. 3 balls and a strike. Hitter-friendly count to Jace Miller, singled back in the first. Pangborn sends it home to the left fielder. It's upstairs for ball 4. And so the bases will be loaded for Makoa Sniffen. Not really the guy you want to face with the bases loaded. Sniffen on the season with 26 RBI to go along with 32 hits. Eddie Kribbe will pop out of the dugout to chat with Ty Pangborn and the infield. Taking a look at the rest of this weekend, 2 more on deck against the Bend Elks. But the biggest story is the All-Star game coming up on Wednesday, the 16th, up in Bellingham. I know I'm excited. I get to go and follow Ty up there. Able to tell his story as well as the story of all the members of the All-Star teams. Should be a fun time. It'll also be nice to have a couple extra days off, especially after getting back late last night. First pitch on the ground. Luna bobbles, steps on the bag at third with the ball. The throw is high to Varney. 1 run's already home. The trailing runner, Miller, will stand at third. So after a crazy play, the Bend Elks take the lead 3-2. Score that of 5 unassisted to retire Santana. And then Luna just didn't keep it in his pocket. You see him bobble. He was trying to get the ball in his hand so he could step and throw at the same time, but then Varney just unable to come up with the high throw. First pitch to Amundsen. Shallow fly in foul territory. Luna calls everybody off and retires this side. The Elks score 2 to take the lead. 3-2 going to the bottom of the second. Pippins offense to work next.
Save now with Bymart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. Find summer clearance savings in electronics, sporting goods, barbecue and patio, home goods, and more. Plus, save $3 on Tillamook beef jerky. Find 8 mega rolls of MD bath tissue for $5.99. Dello 1-gallon diesel engine oil is just $11.99. And get Skechers hands-free Swift Fit shoes for just $49.99. Summer clearance and store-wide 3-week savings are happening now at Bymart since 1955.
Welcome back to Yakima County Stadium. 3-2 is the score. The Bend Elks took the lead after a 2-spot there in the second inning. They got 2 hits. They also had 2 errors committed by Yakima Valley to help them out, as the Pippins will go back to work. Trailing by 1 now. They send 8, 9, and 1 up to the plate. First up is Braden Bartholomew, new face for the Pippins. First pitch plunks him right on the elbow guard. On base for the first time as a Pippin. Didn't even get a chance to introduce him. Bartholomew will be a freshman at Southeastern University, one of the top NAIAs for baseball. As you watch this pitch, just right inside from Pajunas. So Jack Varney bats with the tying run at first base. Down and in. Ball 1. This is Varney's first at-bat at home as a Pippin, batting .167 through 6 games on the road. Short lead for Bartholomew, as Pajunas is behind in the count 2-0. You see Bartholomew there. Certainly would fool me that he's just an incoming freshman. Has a very good build playing the outfield today. Downstairs, 3 balls, no strikes. Varney from Westcliff University. As now the catcher Vanderbrink and the shortstop Solano are going to go have a chat with Pajunas. First mound visit for the Elks. Ben trying to avoid giving the lead back. Pippins scored 2 runs on 3 hits there in the first inning after going down 1-0. So Varney ahead in the count 3-0. Jack waiting. Outside ball 4. 2 free passes issued by Pajunas. Bartholomew moves up to second. And Dylan Anderson, who took the first pitch he saw into right center field, back in the first inning. The Grand Canyon commit waiting for the second pitch he's seen from Pajunas. Takes this one, and Bryce Reeves calls it ball 1. Pajunas squeezed just a little bit there on the strike zone. Anderson ahead in the count. Now ahead even farther. No strikes thrown yet here in the second inning for Pajunas. Hit the first batter on the first pitch. 4-pitch walk to Jack Varney. 2-0 here to Anderson. There's a strike. Got the outside third. Pajunas from the University of Michigan. The Wolverines had a decent year this year in the Big Ten Conference. 2-1. Anderson fooled on the changeup. Count back to even. Anderson now with 34 hits on the season. This is a long stare in for Pajunas. 2-2. Fouled at the dish. Anderson able to get a piece of it. Ball boy in the Pippins dugout fell asleep. Home plate umpire Bryce Reeves had to retrieve that foul ball. See that loaded batting stance for Anderson, ready to spring. 2-2 pitch. Liner out to center. Carlson's not going to get there. The wave is thrown around by DeGallier. The play at the plate, there's no throw. And we are tied. Dylan Anderson with his second hit of the ball game brings home Bartholome. 3-all here in the second. Good tempoed line drive, 70 off the bat for Dylan. And we are all knotted up at 3 as that pitch just found the grass. Corners will play in as Greg Luna bats with nobody out and 2 aboard. Middle infield playing back for a double play. Luna does square to bunt, and he pops it up. It's caught by Vanderbrink. The throw goes to second. Varney was not paying attention, and the Pippins are doubled off. Another base running mistake for Yakima Valley. You remember yesterday, Dylan Anderson was thrown out after a non-sacrifice fly. Varney did not advance home. You're going to see this bunt attempt. Luna pops it up, did not get on top of the baseball. Vanderbrink with all the motion going towards second. 2 away. Kyler Bittner with a man at first. That's Dylan Anderson. First pitch gets through the legs of Vanderbrink. Anderson will advance to second. Pitch was downstairs. Bittner sacrificed himself back in the first inning to put 2 in scoring position. Takes a strike there to even the count. It is a passed ball that gets Dylan Anderson on to second base. Three runs apiece, 4 hits apiece. One, cut on and missed. Kyler down to his final strike. Pippins had 2 aboard and nobody out, but a double play erased that threat. Pajunas with the deep breath is 1-2. Swing and a miss by Kyler Bittner. Second strikeout for Eric Pajunas. And that retires the side. The Pippins get 1 run back to knock the game up at 3. The reverse rock fight continues to the top of the third.
tequila makes her clothes.
One of the hottest names in country, Joe Nichols. Live in concert, July 27th, 8 p.m., Legends Event Center.
Yeah, like I was nodding right along to a song on the radio. Yeah.
On sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop.
Somewhere sunny.
Joe Nichols, live.
The highly anticipated Sage Spa at Legends Casino Hotel is now open and taking reservations, offering massage therapy, body treatments, manicures, pedicures, facials, saunas, and more. Plus, the only spa facility to offer wet and dry wellness pods in the entire Northwest. Call the Sage Spa at Legends now to make your reservation for the ultimate relaxation experience.
Back to square again here at Yakima County Stadium. 3 apiece between the Bend Elks and the Yakima Valley Pippins. It will be 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Elks. Salvione, Carlson, and Matt Dobson, who led off his first at-bat with a triple. Ty Pangborn, just a little bit off from his normal self, has issued a couple of walks, does not yet have a strikeout. We'll see if he can respond and get a quick inning. I use the term reverse rock fight going into break. That's what this is. A rock fight is typically a low-scoring affair, typically in the game of basketball. This one, we've already got 3 runs through 2 innings for each team. 8 combined hits to go along with those 6 combined runs. There's been a lot of interesting plays, too. Pangborn spikes that one. Immediately tells Ethan, my bad. Think about the defensive oddities. Of course, the double play on the bump pop-up. 1-1 on the ground to Luna. Has it play him, and it gets by into left field. Big turn by Salvione. He'll stay at first. I don't know that Greg ever got a glove on that baseball, but they will rule it an error. So already 3 of them for Yakima Valley. This is after the team went without an error for 4 straight games against the Sweets and then the first one down in Springfield. Routine ground ball that just got by Luna as the first pitch misses there outside to Zach Carlson. Slowly foul. Nice play over there at first base by Austin Hoge, first base coach for the Elks. Two errors committed by Luna, 1 committed by Hogan on the infield. Pangborn snap throw, not in time. Ty did get 2 runners sleeping over at first base down in Walla Walla. That pickoff move has really developed as the summer's gone along. Does it again. Tag applied, they got him. Varney got the tag down in time. Lance Kreck says, sit down, Mr. Salvione. Time's going to be called. I don't know that the home plate umpire, Bryce Reeves, is going to have a better angle of this. You see the throw. Ball beat him. You see the punch out by Lance Kreck. Austin Hoge immediately pleading his case for his base runner. If this stands, this will be Ty's 3rd pickoff in his 2nd consecutive start. Again, I don't know what other opinions Bryce Reeves can give his field umpire. First time that Yakima Valley has seen these two as we take another look at the play over at first. There's the throw. And out at first is Salvione after conferring with the umpiring crew. Pangborn does pick off a third. Score at 1-3. 1-1. Now 2 balls and a strike. Base is empty, and Zach Carlson out of the windup now for Ty. The pitch again upstairs. He told me in postgame after the Walla Walla defeat on the 6th that guys see 6'4", bigger guy out there on the mound. They don't think he can pick off. As the 3-1 is ball 4. Carlson will take first base. Says for Ty, that's one of his biggest motivators when guys are on base, is he wants to prove them wrong and show that he can pick off too. That's a lethal move. We'll see if he gets a chance to use it here against Zach Carlson. First pitch, line drive right to Hogan. He catches it. The throw to first, a double play. The Pippins have a base running blunder in the bottom of the 2nd. The Elks return the favor in the top of the 3rd. And the side is retired. Bottom 3 next, tied 3-3.
Legends Casino Hotel's Summer of Games rolls on with our Chariots of Cash drawings. Join us for the first 4 Thursdays in July. We are handing out over $16,000 each night. But hold on to your horses, because on July 31st, we're giving out cash and a new Ford truck. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. With the new 2025 Ford Maverick up for grabs, maybe we should have called it Maverick of Cash. No, Chariots of Cash is a better name, but that truck, definitely a better ride.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Bottom of the 3rd inning, Yakima Valley with a chance to take the lead after they turn a double play, their 21st twin killing of the season, to get out of a messy 3rd inning. Add that one to the list of defensive oddities in this game. Twice have base runners been lined off and then double played. Not that it never happens in baseball. It's just weird that it's happened twice today. Buckley takes strike 1. Ethan struck out back in the 1st inning with 2 aboard. He's been an on-base machine the last 3 games or so. Was on twice yesterday. The day before was on twice as well, but he also had a sacrifice bunt. Day before that was 1 for 5, but was plunked, so he was on twice. One. Buckley out to short. Solano plays the hop. There's out number 1 here in the 3rd. brings Ethan Hogan to the plate. Hogan had that 2 RBI single that put the Pippins in front in the first inning. And the reason why that's not an error, because Miller dropped the ball, was because he was diving for that attempt. You can't really give an error when you're making an extreme effort to go get a ball, as it's back up the middle. Santana backhands, the quick throw on to first. 2 groundouts here in the inning for Yakima Valley. So 2 away for Gage Reeser. Reeser was plunked back in the first inning. Looking for his first hit. He's got 19 of them on the season. The next will be number 20. Down and away from Pajunas, still in this game. There were a couple of bodies walking around the Bend Elks bullpen, but right now only one person sits on the bench down there. Pajunas working through his troubles as Reeser fouls one at the plate. 1-1. Pippins picked up a couple of pitchers for the 6 road games, all waiting to make their debuts at home. Offense trying to give them a lead. 1-1 inside. Reeser does crowd the plate, so you see him dance away like that a lot. On some pretty close pitches. That one was borderline. Pajunas electing to go from the stretch with nobody on, missing upstairs. Reeser in a hitter-friendly count. The wind has picked up just a little bit here at the Orchard. At the start of the game, it was registering 0 miles an hour. That is not the case if you look at the flags out in right field. 3-1 misses inside. Gage Reeser will be aboard for the second time today. 4 times a Pippin has reached base without picking up a hit. 2 hit batters and 2 walks from Pajunas. Now Jake Porter swinging the stick for the second time. First pitch upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Cole Hansen not with the team currently. Ethan Buckley's been doing a majority of the catching. Porter is also a catcher, as he pops one over towards the grandstands to even the count, 1-1. We'll see if he's called on at all during this home series. The Pippins trying to make it to the All-Star break, scratching and clawing their way all the way through. A 1-5 record in the second half. One on the ground, right side. Nice slide by Santana, but he throws the ball away at first. Porter will stay put, but Reeser will advance. It'll be runners at the corners with 2 away on the error by Santana. First mistake at second base for the Oregon State, now San Diego State second baseman. Had plenty of time, but then just threw the ball high. And why that is an error, even though there is a slide involved, is because you saw how much time that the second baseman Santana had to make an accurate throw. So now here's Bartholome again. Was hit by a pitch in the previous inning. First pitch, hacking at the bottom of the zone. No balls and a strike. Bartholome was picked up by the Pippins last night. was playing with the Washington A's at one of the premier 18U tournaments this weekend when Coach Kribbe and Coach DeGallier called him and said, hey, we need an outfielder at least for the weekend. Out of Skyline High School, one of the top baseball high schools in the state of Washington. Made the trip out here on 8 hours' notice. 1-1 on the ground foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I was talking with Coach Kribbe before the game about Bartholomew. Described him as a baseball rat, somebody that loves the game, somebody that wants to play, wants to be here, wants to put on the uniform every day. 1-2 from Pajunas. Back up the middle, slowly out towards short. Solano bobbles, goes the short way. It is in time to nab Jake Porter. So Bartholomew reaches, but the side is retired after the fielder's choice. We go to the middle innings, tied at 3 here at the Orchard.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, oh, you have braces? They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens app is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
Middle innings here at the Orchard. It will be 8-9-1 for the Bend Elks. Ryan Vanderbrink was able to help turn a double play back in the second inning. Vanderbrink drove home a run in the second with a ground out to second base. Ty Pangborn ahead in the count, 0-1. Another one of these Oregon State players that joined the West Coast League a little bit later because they were participating in the College World Series. Buzzing the tower to even the count, 1-1. Vanderbrink with that sub-100 batting average, though. 1-1 upstairs, 2 balls and a strike. Vandenbrink from West Linn, Oregon. When he played his first 2 games against Yakima Valley, he was a combined 1 for 8. 2-1, out to second again. Gobbling up is Hogan, sends it to Varney for out number 1. Brings up Benji Solano. A little bit better hitting for the shortstop. Reached on an error and scored in the second inning. Batting from that left side, Ty Pangborn trying to settle in. Ahead in the count here. No balls and a strike. Ty did face the minimum there in the third inning, despite allowing 2 base runners. Oh, 1. Slowly out towards Hogan. Plenty of time, though, for out number 2. That looks a little bit more like the Ty Pangborn we're used to, inducing ground balls, letting his defense work behind him. We move back to the top of the order for the Bend Elks. Santana 2 for 2. Pair of singles. Scored the first run of the ballgame. First one out to short. Reeser, but under the glove. So Santana will be aboard for the third time today. They ruled that a hit. And so Santana now 3 for 3 tonight. Single in the first, single in the second, single here in the fourth, and now Jace Miller will bat with a man aboard. Pickoff throw, not in time. Lance Kreck very vocal out there in the B position. You see him standing between first and second base. Another pickoff. That time Santana did not even have to get dirty. Long pause from Ty. Now the first pitch to Miller. Called strike 1 at the top of the strike zone. Expanded a little bit for Bryce Reeves behind the dish. You could see Miller trying to walk off a little bit of the frustration. That one was at the letters. Waves and misses at the changeup there. Ty has him set up, still looking for that first strikeout tonight. Pangborn has 7 strikeouts in 2 separate outings this year. Bit odd that he hasn't picked up 1 here in 3+ innings. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Buckley comes up with it. They're going to appeal down to second. The Pippins are walking off the field. I think Miller is a little confused. I think everybody's a little confused. Garrett DeGallier making his way out to the middle of the diamond. There was no immediate call. Miller thinks he fouls it off, and he did. The Pippins defense will have to take their places again. And the count will head back to 1-2. Tough break for the Pippins as Ty Pangborn marches back on top of the hill. So Pangborn still searching for that first strikeout. Still 2 strikes. The pitch, nubber, foul over at third. Greg Luna picks it up on the left side of the pillow. Ty's worked in all 4 of his pitches tonight. That fastball has been the predominant one, of course. Seems to be liking the changeup right now. Miller 1 for 1 today. Another 0-2 pitch. That one's downstairs. Buckley keeps it in front. Ty's last appearance against Walla Walla, he struck out 4, the 1-2. Shot foul over towards the stands. We still stick with this 2-strike count. Miller looking to get on base for the third time. Pangborn searching for that first strikeout. 1-2. Line drive out towards the left field pole. This one's going to get all the way to the wall. Porter has it bobble off the wall. Rounding third on his way to the plate is Santana. It's an RBI double to give Bend the lead here in the fourth. Pippins thought they had a strikeout. Everybody went off the field, and 4 pitches later, Jace Miller delivers an RBI double to give the Elks the lead. He remains perfect on the day as he stands at second base for Makoa Sniffen. First pitch misses upstairs. Pangborn's pitch count getting up there for being in the fourth inning. 37 strikes to 23 balls. Fouled back into the screen. .61 pitches now for Ty through 3 2/3 as Makoa Sniffen looking for his first hit on the day. He's reached once, but thanks to an error by Luna. He also hit a sacrifice fly to drive home the first run of the ball game. Breaking ball up tight. 2-1. Pippins will have 9-1 and 2 due up in the fourth inning. A hard liner again out towards Porter. In the shadows, he will make the catch, and that will end the inning. Bend gets 1 on 2 hits. They leave 1 stranded. No errors committed by Yakima Valley. Bottom of the fourth is next, 4-3, Bend in front.
Save now with Bymart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. Find summer clearance savings in electronics, sporting goods, barbecue and patio, home goods, and more. Plus, save $3 on Tillamook beef jerky. Find 8 mega rolls of MD bath tissue for $5.99. Dello 1-gallon diesel engine oil is just $11.99. And get Skechers hands-free Swift Fit shoes for just $49.99. Summer clearance and store-wide 3-week savings are happening now at Bymart since 1955.
Jack Varney leading it off here against Eric Pajunas. First pitch is at the bottom of the strike zone to make the count 0-1. Varney walked back in the second inning from Westcliff University. Count even, 1 ball and a strike. Pajunas now gets to pitch with the lead. His offense got him 1 in the top of the frame. Relatively high-scoring affair through the first 3.5 innings. As now Varney is ahead in the count. 2-1. Two one, just misses. That one was upstairs. Scoreboard here at the stadium incorrectly has it as 2-2. It is 3-1. Pitch line drive out towards center field, sending back Carlson. He will stop and make the catch. Hard hit ball by Varney, 98 off the bat. Big outfield, keeps it in play though. There's one away for the top of the Pippins order. Dylan 2 for 2 today. Getting back to his hitting ways as the leadoff hitter. First pitch, rip into right. Playing in with Sniffen, he will dive and make the catch. Makoa Sniffen playing the matchup, taking a gamble out and right, pays off as another 102 pitch off the bat is retired. Look at this. Playing in with the left-handed hitter. Ends up working out for him. Scored a line drive out to the 9th spot, right field, and now Greg Luna up to bat. Pitch inside, nearly clips him. Makoa Sniffen played first base all 3 games when the Pippins were in Bend. Moving to the outfield. The 1-0 buckles the knees of Luna to even the count. Yakima Valley recently broke an 11-game losing streak down in Springfield. Lost yesterday, both of these teams coming off a loss, actually. 1-1 bounces away. 2 balls and a strike. Bend last night, suffering a loss to the Marion Berries. Count now 3 balls and a strike after the high fastball. So the Elks sitting in 6th place in the second half, looking to improve on a 5-4 record over their last 10 games. The 3-1. Luna is hit with that one. Got him up near the shoulder. Third hit batter by Eric Pajunas. A 2-out base runner will be on for Yakima Valley. That one didn't quite feel good for Greg. You're going to see this pitch, another one that gets away. That was up near the shoulder area. Now the umpires get together, trying to give Greg Luna a chance to catch his breath. No malicious intent, I don't believe, from Pajunas. Just a fastball that got away. Now Kyler Bittner, 0 for 1 today. Swing and a miss from the Fresno State commit. Was at Kenyatta College this last spring, but is now committed to move on to the D1 level and play with Fresno State. Count now 1-1. For Luna, that hit by pitch is a little scary, knowing the fact that he came into the club with a finger injury. Had to miss about the first week he was with the team.
finally healthy. 1-1 in the dirt. So for Greg, you really want him to stay in the lineup, help out this Pippins squad as much as he can. No swiped bags yet for Greg. A 2-1 to Kyler, down and in. Pajunas does not quite have the control he had back at the end of June. 3 hit batters, a pair of walks to go along with allowing 4 hits. Just like last night, there's been a lot of action on the base paths. 3-1, Luna is running. Pitch is called a strike. Greg will steal second. Don't know exactly why Vandenbrink didn't attempt to throw down. Maybe he thought it was ball 4. Pitch was right over the heart of the plate, so I'm going to assume not that. So now the count's full with 2 outs. Bittner unable to lay off. And Pajunas able to get out of the 2-out hit by pitch. 1 runner left stranded as we go to the top of the 5th inning. Bend leads it 4-3 here at the Orchard.
Tequila makes her clothes. One of the hottest names in country, Joe Nichols. Live in concert, July 27th, 8 p.m., Legends Event Center.
Yeah, like I was nodding right along to a song on the radio. Yeah.
On sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop.
Somewhere sunny.
Joe Nichols, live.
The highly anticipated Sage Spa at Legends Casino Hotel is now open and taking reservations, offering massage therapy, body treatments, manicures, pedicures, facials, saunas, and more. Plus, the only spa facility to offer wet and dry wellness pods in the entire Northwest. Call the Sage Spa at Legends now to make your reservation for the ultimate relaxation experience.
Well, there you see Ty Pangborn out there on the mound, the All-Star for Yakima Valley. But before we get to the All-Star game, there's 2 more games left to go here before the break. Yakima Valley will play these Bend Elks again tomorrow. A 6:35 p.m. first pitch between the Elks and the Pippins. And then on Sunday will be a 5:05 start. Now, the interesting thing about this home series is it is supposed to be very warm. The next couple of games, as we take a look at the upcoming schedule, there's the 2 games I just mentioned. The Pippins will not be playing any non-league contests during the All-Star break. They will get Monday and Tuesday off. I'm sure a couple of the guys will head up to Bellingham on Wednesday to watch Ty Pangborn. And then Thursday is another off day before the Pippins resume their play at home on Friday. First pitch to Easton Amundsen is called a strike, 0-1. Amundsen 0 for 1 today. Also walked back in the first. Even count. Pangborn misses downstairs with the changeup. You've heard me say spin rate a couple of times throughout our broadcasts. That one had a spin rate of 2,159 RPMs. It was a slider from Ty. Basically, the reason players care so much about spin rate is because if you can spin the ball and make it look deceptive out of the hands, unlike that one, which is golfed out towards right, Amundsen has his first hit of the ball game.
The spin rate basically just allows players to manipulate the baseball a little bit more. Your fastball has a certain spin rate. If you can get your changeup to spin that way, even with the grip, then it looks like that fastball coming out of the hand. Same thing with your breaking pitches. The more you can spin the baseball, typically the better bite you're going to have on a breaking ball. Kind of like that one. There's also metrics like horizontal break and vertical break. That slider, for example, from Ty had a negative 10-inch horizontal break. Luna at third. On to second for one. The turn. On to first. Second twin killing of the night for Yakima Valley. That one's a little more routine, though. Greg Luna makes up for a couple of errors. And just as soon as there's one on, there's two out. Score at 5-4-3. Two away to Zach Carlson. First pitch strike. Ty looking to work a quick fifth inning here. Probably a little bit longer of a leash, knowing that he's got the All-Star break, maybe an inning during the All-Star game, and a couple extra days off to rest. It's now 1-1. Just finishing the thought on that spin rate metric. That's just how advanced the game of baseball has become. 1-1. Over to first. Varney has it ricochet off his side. Turning around first, on his way to second is Carlson. The throw is wide. And on a ball that barely got out of the infield, Zach Carlson has two bases. .99 off the bat of Zach Carlson. Varney took the brunt of it in that right side. Fourth error of the game for the Pippins, as now Coach Kribbe making his way out to the mound. Score that a single for Carlson, and then an error getting him to second. As now Coach Kribbe coaching some fundamentals into the infield. See him telling them to get in front of the ball. Not a word of that meeting was spoken to Ty Pangborn, the pitcher. That was all to the middle infield defense and Jack Varney and Greg Luna, the corners. 4 errors by the infield today. Still 2 away, Matt Dobson. 1 for 2 today. First pitch, broken bat out towards first. Varney will take it. He will tag the runner. And that is out number 3. Pippins get out of it without allowing a run, thanks to a double play and a ground out. Halfway home here at the Orchard, 4-3. The Elks are in front.
Legends Casino Hotel's Summer of Games rolls on with our Chariots of Cash drawings. Join us for the first 4 Thursdays in July. We are handing out over $16,000 each night. But hold on to your horses, because on July 31st, we're giving out cash and a new Ford truck. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. With a new 2025 Ford Maverick up for grabs, maybe we should have called it Maverick of Cash. No, Chariots of Cash is a better name, but that truck, definitely a better ride.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Well, you can see the wind whistling through the shirts of those fans down there. At the start of the game, there was a reading of 0 miles an hour on the wind. That has since changed. Gusting anywhere from 20 to 30, some consistent winds at around 10, blowing out to right. Certainly making the evening, a warmer evening, feel just a little bit cooler. There is some dust and dirt flying around from the natural infield. Middle of the order due up for Yakima Valley here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Pippins trailing by 1. Ethan Buckley leads it off. 0 for 2 so far today. Pajunas fires strike 1. Nobody up in the bullpen for Bend. It appears that the couple of all-stars will continue to duel it out here at the Orchard. Buckley spits on it. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pajunas has to labor a little bit. I'd argue almost more than Ty Pangborn has. He's hit 3 batters, walked 2. 1-1 out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now to Ethan Buckley, the South African native. If you missed the nugget when we were on the road, we did find out that Ethan was, in fact, the first South African to play Division I baseball with the Gonzaga Bulldogs. 1-2. Did he go around? No, says Lance Kreck. So Buckley making some history for himself. His dad played in a couple of lower-level JUCOs. Never made it into the D1 ranks, though. Buckley's also spent time as a member of the South African national softball team. As he's worked the count full here. Somebody who loves the sport of baseball and has always been around it. Remember back to Father's Day, he said some of his best memories with his dad were watching the MLB highlights the next morning because you couldn't watch the games live in South Africa. Payoff pitch. Plunks him. Now a 4th hit batter. That was a breaking ball that got away from Pajunas. Buckley none the worse for wear. Catcher with some toughness. Pajunas has just been a little bit off kilter with the control. You look back at his start against the Pippins on June 28th, did not hit any batters. Hogan takes ball 1. In fact, he only walked 2. Struck out 5. The 1-0. Hogan out to short. Solano to second for 1. The turn. Not in time. Buckley forced out in front. Hogan will take his place at first. Gage Reeser, one of the hit batters. He's also walked from just up the road at Yakima Valley College. That home run he hit last night was against his YVC teammate, Austin Dillon. Gave up the long ball to Gage, swinging that torpedo bat. It's a nice bat. Got a chance to hold on to it during batting practice one day. It is torpedo. Can't quite see it as well as Charlie Shebler's a few weeks ago. Torched out towards right. Sniffin going back up near the track. He reaches up with that tall frame and makes the catch for out number 2. Makoa Sniffin continues to impress in right field. A diving play, and now one running back almost into the wall. Again, Sniffin traditionally playing on the infield. Played first base all 3 games that the Pippins were in town. Had to fight the sunshine as well. Jake Porter, wave and a miss. Big swing from the Santa Clara Bronco. Hogan was almost all the way around second when he saw that Sniffin made that catch, able to get back to first without a throw. A one spit on by Porter. One ball, one strike. Jake coming off of a 4-hit trip down to Springfield. Looking for his first poke today. Soft liner. Right center field's going to get down. Hogan will turn around second and make his way to third. Runners at the corners with 2 down. Jake Porter does get his first poke of the night. So now Bend going to have a meeting out on the mound as Braden Bartholomew gets ready to hit in a big situation for the Pippins. There you see a member of the coaching staff for the Elks. Pajunas does not have anybody warming up behind him right now. A couple of bodies will make their way out to that pen. Braden Bartholomew with one of his biggest at-bats in his 3 times to the plate as a Pippin. He's been on twice, thanks to a fielder's choice and a hit by pitch. If he could get his first hit here, it would tie the game. Bartholomew appears to be swinging Reeser's torpedo bat. First pitch from Pajunas. On the ground, out towards short. Solano goes to second for out number 3. So Bartholomew again reaches, but he will be left stranded. Pippins leave 2, do not score. 1 hit in the inning, no errors committed by Bend. To the top of the 6th we go. The Elks lead at 4-3.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens app is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
Ryan Vandenbrink leads it off here in the top of the 6th. Glad you're with us on your Friday night. Ty Pangborn continues to work for the Pippins. Seth Mahler is loosening down in the pen for Yakima Valley. Swing and a miss by Vandenbrink. Ryan's grounded out to second base twice. One of them drove in a run. That was back in the second inning. Just below the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Buckley does like to try and snap those balls back into the strike zone. Sometimes he gets the call. As Vanderbrink sends it high out towards right. Fighting the sun is Bartholomew, but he will make the grab. First put out recorded for the right fielder. 1 away here in the 6th. Benji Solano, the number 9 hitter, bats. The third trip through the order ending for Bend. They will bring up their leadoff hitter next. First pitch strike from Ty. Pangborn now with 48 strikes to only 29 balls. No strikeouts tonight for Ty. He's let his defense do most of the work. Another chance here. Reeser on the hop, throws it over to Varney. 2 down here in the 6th. Solano grounds out for the second time. And so the 4th trip through the order will start with Dawson Santana, who is 3 for 3 today. The play up the middle that Reeser was unable to get to was ruled a single. So Santana remains perfect. Behind in the count here, 0-1. We'll see if this is Ty's last inning. You know he would like to continue. He's ahead in the count here, 0-2, making case for a quick inning here. He's already got the pitch he wants. 0-2 on the way from Ty. On the ground over to third. Luna kicks it, and safe at first will be Dawson Santana. That ball stayed on the infield, prevented extra bases. That will be most likely the 5th error for Yakima Valley tonight. Third error committed by Luna. So now Jace Miller will bat. RBI double back in the 4th. Downstairs with the first pitch, 1-0. .82 pitches for Ty here in the 6th inning. 2 balls and no strikes in the count. You'd love to see Ty work up into the 7th, but he is dealing with a little bit of a foot issue. He's able to rehab it in between starts. 2-0 downstairs. Bryce Reeves calls that ball 3. Jace Miller has taken a walk today. He's 2 for 2. He'll remain 2 for 2 as now he draws his 2nd walk of the evening. So both Santana and Miller have been on all 4 times, and Eddie Kribbe is making his way out to the pitching mound. We'll see if this is the end of the line for Ty. Has his hand on his hip, waiting for Coach Kribbe to get out there. Chat between the entire infield. Nope, Ty says he wants to stay in the game. Coach Kribbe will head back to the dugout. Seth Mahler was looking in from the bullpen to see if he was being called upon, but he will stay right there. Ty Pangborn wants this third out here in the 6th. Makoa Sniffen will be the batter. 24. First pitch nearly gets the helmet of Sniffen. Makoa able to just dance out of the way in time. Sniffen with now 37 hits on the season. 2 balls, no strikes. Pangborn shoot his coach off the mound and been unable to find a strike so far since the meeting. Two-0. There's a strike. So now the count moves to 2-1. Ty fighting that setting sun when he comes set, looking over towards the west. Needs to battle back after falling behind 2-0. Towering shot, right side, Varney running out of room over by the dugout bar. He runs out of real estate. But now the count moves to 2-2. Ty 1 pitch away from working through 6. 4 runs on 8 hits, 1 error committed by Bend. 3 runs on 5 hits, 5 errors committed by Yakima Valley. Two balls and 2 strikes. The pitch home from Ty Pangborn downstairs. And now an action pitch upcoming. Makoa Sniffen has worked the count full. There are 2 runners on at first and second, and there are 2 outs. Santana and Miller will get a head start on the base paths. Ty Pangborn set. There go the runners. The payoff. On the ground, out to short. Reeser gobbles it up. On to first. Varney makes the grab to retire the side. Ty Pangborn, the all-star for Yakima Valley, through 6 innings, giving up only 4 runs. The offense is up next in the bottom of the 6th.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. Find summer clearance savings in electronics, sporting goods, barbecue and patio, home goods, and more. Plus, save $3 on Tillamook beef jerky. Find 8 mega rolls of MD bath tissue for $5.99. Dello 1-gallon diesel engine oil is just $11.99. And get Skechers hands-free Swift Fit shoes for just $49.99. Summer clearance and store-wide 3-week savings are happening now at Bi-Mart since 1955.
Jack Varney is due up first here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Varney, and then the top of the order for the Pippins, only trailing by 1 despite committing 5 errors on defense today. A couple of timely double plays as Varney takes the first pitch upstairs. Varney 0 for 1 today. He walked back in the second. This is a Bend Elks team looking for a crucial road victory. Varney now even in the count 1-1. Just like the Pippins, the Elks have struggled away from their home ballpark. 5-12 on the season outside of Vince Guinness Stadium for Bend. Upstairs, 2-1. When they're at Vince Guinness, 12-5 record, including 8 straight wins at home, starting with the Yakima Valley Series, then against Walla Walla, and 2 against the Marion Berries, before that streak was snapped last night. 2-1, lifted out towards the right center field gap. Sniffin ranging over, fighting the sun. He will make the catch with that left-handed glove. The Pippins in a similar boat. 3-15 away from the Orchard. Here at home, 5-10. At least have found half of their wins at home. First pitch to Dylan Anderson downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Of course, Yakima Valley entering today 8-25. Down at the bottom of the West Coast League. Looking to turn it around here in the second half. 1-0 on the infield. Who wants it? Santana says he does. He will make the catch and fulfill his promise. Pajunas seems to have gotten better as the game's gone along, despite 4 hit batters. On the verge of a quick inning here in the 6th. The Pippins have left at least 1 runner on in every inning that they have batted. Just like last night. No quick innings, but a couple of frustrating scoreless innings. First pitch fastball, misses down and away at 87. Greg Luna trying to make up for 3 errors in the field. That one caught the strike zone. Vanderbrink a little bit of help as well. Evens it up, a ball and a strike. Luna fouls it at the dish. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kyler Bittner waiting on deck. A little bit livelier crowd tonight. I've heard some cheers. Trying to get behind Greg Luna. Pajunas, the 1-2 pitch. On the ground to third. Dobson's up with it. Low throw, but a good skip over to Amundsen. And so Eric Pajunas able to get through 6 innings, only giving up 3 runs here in the ballgame. Ty Pangborn back to work next.
Yeah, tequila makes her close. One of the hottest names in country, Joe Nichols. Live in concert, July 27th, 8 p.m., Legends Event Center.
Yeah, like I was nodding right along to a song on the radio. Yeah.
On sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop.
Somewhere sunny.
Joe Nichols, live.
The highly anticipated Sage Spa at Legends Casino Hotel is now open and taking reservations, offering massage therapy, body treatments, manicures, pedicures, facials, saunas, and more. Plus, the only spa facility to offer wet and dry wellness pods in the entire Northwest. Call the Sage Spa at Legends now to make your reservation for the ultimate relaxation experience.
There is Ty Pangborn back out to work here in the 7th inning. Seth Mahler is getting loose behind him in case he gets into trouble. Pangborn trying to lead the Pippins into the late innings. It's the top of the 7th, and he will face the middle of the Bend Elks order. If he can get at least one out here in this inning, it will be his longest. His prior longest was a win against the Corvallis Knights, where he went 6 strong, giving up 3 runs on 7 hits and striking out 7. It's been the oddity today. No strikeouts for Ty Pangborn. First pitch, high, towering shot out towards right center. Anderson looking up near the flag. This one is gone. Easton Amundsen with his second hit of the day. This one clears the wall. The wind is blowing out towards that flagpole, and Ty Pangborn leaves a fastball middle. 109 off the bat, 381 feet. A rude welcome to the top of the 7th inning for Ty Pangborn. First pitch from Salvione is into right field, and the Elks have figured out Ty Pangborn. Eddie Kribbe making his way out towards the mound. They tried to let Ty get started, but he will not finish the 7th. Coach Kribbe's made the sign to the bullpen. Seth Mahler on next. Ty Pangborn deserves a lot of credit. The all-star for Yakima Valley goes 6+, giving up only the 5 runs so far. We'll get you the numbers on Seth Mahler next as you watch Ty Pangborn exit in his last appearance before the all-star game on Wednesday.
Legends Casino Hotel's Summer of Games rolls on with our Chariots of Cash drawings. Join us for the first 4 Thursdays in July. We are handing out over $16,000 each night. But hold on to your horses, because on July 31st, we're giving out cash and a new Ford truck. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. With a new 2025 Ford Maverick up for grabs, maybe we should have called it Maverick of Cash. No, Chariots of Cash is a better name, but that truck, definitely a better ride.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Seth Mahler climbs the hill for the first time in this series. The righty from Whitworth College with a .592 ERA this season, here in his 11th game as a Yakima Valley Pippin. Taking off is Salvione, swing and a miss by the batter. The throw down is in time. Vinny Salvione not quite quick enough to outrun Ethan Buckley. There's one away here in the 7th.
So now you can close the book on Ty Pangborn, giving up those 5 runs on 10 hits over 6+ innings of work. It's 1-1 here to Zach Carlson, who is 1 for 2 today. The official box score on Ty has 4 of the 5 runs earned. One across the shoe tops. It's now 2-1. Easton Amundsen with that hard hit home run. So now the count will run full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Ty Pangborn leaves with a bad taste in his mouth. Payoff pitch from Mahler. A line drive down the left field line, but it is foul. Short pulls down here at the Orchard. Sometimes a couple of those line drives will stay fair. Not down that pole typically. That's the right field line. Another payoff pitch called strike 3. Ring up. Zach Carlson. That's the first strikeout tonight by Pippins pitching. Second out here in the 7th. Two quick outs for Seth. Now Matt Dobson bats with the bases empty as we're getting under the lights here. Completely engulfed in shadow is the ballpark. First pitch inside. Dobson hit a triple back in the 2nd inning. Since lined out to second base and grounded out to the first baseman Varney. 1-0 bounces in the left-hand batter's box. Bend does travel quite a few on their roster. They've got producers at every position. 2-0 misses low. A lot of right-handed hitters sitting on the bench. 2 lefties waiting as well. That's 3-0. There's a strike. Pippins pitching. Not been able to strike many out. Koshiarai got the only 2 strikeouts last night. Seth Mahler with the first punchy tonight. 3-1 on the ground to Luna. This one's fielded cleanly. On 2 hops over to Varney to retire the side. Stretch time here at the Orchard. 5-3 after the towering missile off the bat of Easton Amundsen. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 5-3 is the score.
Legends Casino Hotel's Summer of Games rolls on with our Chariots of Cash drawings. Join us for the first 4 Thursdays in July. We are handing out over $16,000 each night. But hold on to your horses because on July 31st, we're giving out cash and a new Ford truck. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. With a new 2025 Ford Maverick up for grabs, maybe we should have called it Maverick of Cash. No, Chariots of Cash is a better name, but that truck, definitely a better ride.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kind of is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Well, to give you an idea of how locked in Eric Pajunas is out on the pitcher's mound, he waited until about halfway through the between innings warm-up, came out, threw 2 soft fastballs, and then the timer expired. He had 1 more pitch left to throw, fired another strike over the middle, and now has a vengeance here in the bottom of the 7th inning for Kyler Bittner, Ethan Buckley, and Ethan Hogan. Trying to get through 7 innings here in a start on the road after sitting in a bus for about 4 hours to get up here. Bittner squares to bunt, but pulls back to watch ball 1. Pajunas did go 7 against the Ridgefield Raptors on June 14th. That pitch also a ball, 2-0. Looking with the Michigan Wolverines, did not play this last season during his freshman campaign. So he's come to Bend for the last month or so and just absolutely eaten up innings. 2-0, wave and a miss. Bittner was late on the fastball. Two and 1. Hardliner through the left side. Kyler Bittner picks up his first hit of the ball game. Yakima Valley will bring the tying run to the plate. A lot of hard hit contact today. 99 off the bat of Kyler Bittner. Everybody's seeing the baseball pretty well today. Ethan Buckley is 0 for 2 today. First pitch, swing back to the mound. To second for 1, on to first. Pajunas gets a twin killing to help himself. 1-6-3, and quickly 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th. Well, that's one way to have a quick inning. Now he's making a bid for maybe working in the 8th. I say that, and now a member of the coaching staff making their way out to talk with Pajunas. It's just him and the catcher, the infield not coming in. Remember, Hogan was the one that got the 2 RBI single back in the 1st inning. One of the Pippins that have had success against Pajunas, but since, a ground out and a fielder's choice. Might just be a chance to give Pajunas a chance to catch his breath after the ground ball right back to him. Lefty-righty matchup here. Pajunas staring down Ethan Hogan. Hardliner, fair ball down the right field line. This will bounce up against the fence and back into fair territory. Hogan motors around second where he will stop. Crowd here wanted a triple, but Hogan will settle with 2 bags and give the Pippins a chance to bring one home. Second hit for Ethan tonight. That one was 98 off of the bat. Gage Reeser with 14 RBI and 19 hits. Looking to drive in
His 15th base runner on number 20. Takes the first pitch for a strike. 0-1. Today for Gage, 0 for 1. A walk and a hit by pitch. Plateward Pajunas on the ground out to short. Scooping it up Solano between the legs of Hogan on to first to retire the side. Eric Pajunas, stellar through 7. We go to the 8th inning. The Elks lead by 2.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens app is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
Top of the 8th inning here at the Orchard. Friday night under the lights. The last series before the All-Star break for Yakima Valley. Seth Mahler will face Ryan Vanderbrink, Benji Solano, and then the top of the order. First pitch strike from Seth. I know Seth's family is in attendance today. Always good to talk with the Mahlers. Not too far away. Up in Lake Stevens, Washington, a wave and a miss. As that pitch got a piece of Ethan Buckley. No balls, 2 strikes. One of the many friendly faces you see around the Orchard, especially on nights that Seth is expected to pitch. The 0-2, high and tight. Mahler, another one of those guys that you just want on your team. A battler, he's gritty. He gives you length, but he's also fun in the clubhouse. 1-2 from Seth, fouled into the screen. Looks like head coach Alan Cox is going to grab that one. Another 1-2 pitch on the way from Seth. This is inside with the breaking ball. Count even, 2 apiece. I will say, I am a sucker for these Bend Elks uniforms. The pinstripes always look good on a baseball uniform. Foul ball, Souvenir out towards the concourse. I mean, I love our Pippins whites and our baby blues, but pinstripes just have that baseball feel. Gold pinstripes to boot on black uniforms. Payoff pitch from Seth. Shot down the right field line into the party deck. Vanderbrink, a long at bat here. Crowd trying to get behind Seth Mahler. Pitch on the way. That's downstairs. Ball 3. Scoreboard had it wrong. That's why I said it was a full count earlier. My apologies. I'm also dealing with the after effects of rolling into town at 4 o'clock in the morning. That is life in summer ball sometimes. Now the payoff pitch. Swing and foul tip. Vanderbrink able to just stay alive. Seth will pounce around the mound a little bit as the home plate umpire Bryce Reeves tracked down that ball. What does Seth come with on a payoff pitch here? It looked like a fastball, but it's out of play. Count will remain 3-2. Long at bat to start this inning. This next pitch will be the 11th. Hitters have been winning the long at bats tonight. Another payoff from Seth. High fly ball out towards shallow left field. Porter will range in, and he will make the grab. Pitcher wins a long at bat. One away here in the 8th. Again, Porter not a natural catcher, or not a natural left fielder. He is a catcher. He's played a pretty good left field, especially here at home. Benji Solano takes a slider downstairs. Solano on the day, 0 for 3. He did score a run. Reaching on an error back in the second. He's ahead in the count here, 2-0. Well, in case you hadn't heard, last chance to register for MLB's Pitch, Hit, and Run here at the Orchard tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. The first 150 kids will receive a free play ball plastic wiffle set as Solano lines one through the left side for a base hit. One out base runner for the Bend Elks. The event sponsored by Major League Baseball and Franklin. If you are able to win the local contests, then you can advance to the regional or even the national contest, which I believe takes place sometime near the World Series. So if you've got a youth age 7 to 14 that is interested in the pitch, hit, and run competition, you can find information on pippensbaseball.com. Last few hours to register for that. Again, 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. 0-1 off the end of the bat, foul out of play. I don't think that group of people over there knew a ball was coming their way until it clanked against the seats. They're all laughing about it now. Lucky none of them got hit with that. I don't think anybody's recovered the foul ball yet either. Oh-2 pitch. That one buzzed the tower. Santana ducked. It would have hit him had he stood tall, but I don't think he would have liked where it hit him. Not exactly the tallest guy. Santana stands at 5'6", so it would have hit him right near the neck. Called strike 3 on the outer third. Mahler with his second punchy today. 2 down here in the 8th. Well, he just had to throw that high and tight fastball to set up the breaking ball on the outer part of the plate. Good sequencing from Seth. Chase Miller grounds the first pitch over to third. Luna sends it across, and Seth Mahler works a scoreless 8th inning. The Elks strand one after a one-out single by Benji Solano. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 6 outs left for Yakima Valley to try and score 2.
Save now with Bymart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. Find summer clearance savings in electronics, sporting goods, barbecue and patio, home goods, and more. Plus, save $3 on Tillamook beef jerky. Find 8 mega rolls of MD bath tissue for $5.99. Dello 1-gallon diesel engine oil is just $11.99. And get Skechers hands-free Swift Fit shoes for just $49.99. Summer clearance and store-wide 3-week savings are happening now at Bymart since 1955.
Well, Eric Pajunas' day is done. It will be Lucas Hines who takes over for the Michigan Wolverine after 7 innings of 3-run ball, 2 walks and 3 strikeouts on 7 hits. Hines will face a couple of lefties, Porter and Varney. Bartholome is sandwiched in the middle here in the bottom of the 8th inning. See the score there. It's only a 2-run game. As the first pitch is a breaking ball for strike 1. Lucas Hines from Meridian, Idaho. 6'0", 210. Currently in the transfer portal. 0-1. Sends Porter down to his feet. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pajunas did hit 4 Pippins. One upstairs. 2 balls and a strike. Hines has pitched in 2 games so far for Bend, a 9 ERA after giving up 1 run without recording an out against the Springfield Drifters on June 18th. 2-1, Porter lays off upstairs. It's now 3 balls and a strike. His second appearance of the season was against Walla Walla on July 2nd, going an inning, facing 3 batters and striking out 1. 3-1 up near the head of Porter for ball 4. Jake will be on, and the tying run again steps into the batter's box. And again, it's Bartholome coming up in a big situation. Braden is 0 for 2 today, but he's reached all 3 times. Hit by pitch, he came around to score, and then 2 fielders' choices. A little less velocity from the left-handed throwing Hines. First pitch strike to Braden. Bartholomew spent all day in right field. Oh, 1 fastball upstairs. Count now even at 1-1. Committed to play at Southeastern University is Bartholomew. Throw goes to first. Porter's back in plenty of time. Southeastern located clear across the country in Lakeland, Florida. Member of the NAIA. 1-1, foul tip. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Southeastern Fire, one of the more unique mascots
in college baseball as the 1-2 is upstairs. Member of the National Christian College Athletic Association, the NCCAA. 2-2, wave and a miss from Bartholomew. Down for the first time today. He's out number 1 in the 8th. Hines with a good slider, 74 mile an hour. I was talking about spin rate earlier with Ty Pangborn. That one spun at 2,559 RPMs. First pitch to Jack Varney is inside. When you have a left-handed thrower that can spin the baseball, it can be difficult to hit. Something about southpaws with their breaking stuff. Both breaking balls have missed to Varney. 2-0. Typically your left-handed pitchers aren't quite as hard throwing. They rely more on location and stuff. That fastball is yanked outside by Hines, and so now it's 3-0. Varney represents the tying run. It's a 2-run ball game. 5 outs left for Yakima Valley on offense. Varney made him throw a strike. See a lot of left-handed relievers really working with sliders and changeups to go out and in. Back-to-back walks, or I guess walks twice in this inning. A leadoff walk to Porter and then a strikeout to Bartholomew. Now the second walk issued. The go-ahead run is the top of the order, Dylan Anderson, standing in the batter's box. The 2 walks will prompt Vanderbrink to head out to talk with Hines. Hines electing to go with the turtleneck here on a warmer night. It was 90 degrees when we started. It is cooling off. Expected low tonight of 66. We're not there yet. It is quite a cool look, though. Although I don't know how I feel about the Under Armour logo on the neck and then the Evo Shield logo on the shoulder. First pitch to Anderson. Ball 1. Dylan today is 2 for 4. A lot of hard hit contact. He's hit the ball over 100 twice. One late on the fastball. Dylan again moving up to that leadoff spot where he had some immediate production. One out of play towards the left side. Anderson down to his final strike. There's only 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Greg Luna is in the on-deck circle. One-two pitch. High and away. Anderson not afraid to take his walks from the leadoff spot either. 11 of them on the season. 2-2. Did he offer? They appeal down. No, says Lance Kreck. Count runs full. There's a good look at Kreck in the C position between second and third. Pretty good view for him with the left-handed batter. Payoff pitch, 2 are aboard. Anderson drives it out towards deep right. Converging is Carlson and Sniffen. It'll be sliding and dropping the ball is Carlson. Anderson will return to first. Everybody has to stay on the base pads. Varney was running the lead runner Porter off of second because nobody knew if the ball was caught or not. And so after all that, the bases are loaded and there's only one out. Another odd play on defense in this ball game. They do give that a hit as it was some extra effort to get to that baseball. So Dillon with his third hit today. Hines will exit, and we'll have a new pitcher. Things are getting interesting here at the Orchard. Bottom of the 8th, the 2-run ball game. The Pippins have the go-ahead run at first. This is Pippins baseball.
Legends Casino Hotel's Summer of Games rolls on with our Chariots of Cash drawings. Join us for the first 4 Thursdays in July. We are handing out over $16,000 each night. But hold on to your horses because on July 31st, we're giving out cash and a new Ford truck. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. With the new 2025 Ford Maverick up for grabs, maybe we should have called it Maverick of Cash. No, Chariots of Cash is a better name, but that truck, definitely a better ride.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
So Hines exits after only a third of an inning worked, striking out 1, walking 2, and giving up a hit. The 3 runners on base are his responsibility as now the Elks give way to Matthew Elliott from Orinda, California. 6'1", 205, the right-handed hurler has a 5.25 ERA through 13 games on the season. Greg Luna with the bases loaded. The tying run stands at second. First pitch is up near the eyes. Greg able to get out of the way. First baseman Amundsen is playing on the cut of the grass, trying to cut something down at home. Middle infield playing for a double play with 1 out. 1-0. On the ground over to third. To second for 1. They dropped the baseball initially, but out at second is Dylan Anderson. A run does score, and so it's a 1-run contest, 5-4 here in the 8th. Dobson sent it on to Santana as now Garrett DeGallier is having a chat with the field umpire Lance Craig. Looked like Santana dropped the baseball and had to reach for it and maybe came off the bag, but Coach DeGallier not going to get the call overturned. So now it's a 1-run ball game. Anderson was forced out there, 5-4. And Kyler Bittner batting with the tying run 90 feet away. Jack Varney represents the 5th run for Yakima Valley. The catcher Vanderbrink will give the signs to the infield with the runners at the corners. Bittner sat on 5 RBI until a couple of days ago when he picked up an RBI single back in the first inning of yesterday's game. First pitch clips Kyler Bittner, and the bases are reloaded. The Elks making things interesting here on defense.
As now Ethan Buckley stands in. The go-ahead run moves into scoring position at second. Crowd here trying to get behind Yakima Valley. Pippins have been held scoreless in their last 5 innings on offense. They scored 1 run already here in the 8th. First pitch from Elliott to Buckley. Breaking ball, strike 1. Elliott has allowed one of the inherited runners to score. A second one was forced out. The third one is standing at third base. 0-1 to Buckley. High drive out to shallow center. Coming in Carlson. It's going to drop on the infield. Nobody knew where the baseball was, and the Pippins take the lead. I thought that ball was deeper. I think the infield thought it was deeper. And Ethan Buckley with the biggest infield bloop to give the Pippins a 1-run advantage. With 2 outs, the runners were moving. And the second baseman, Santana, had no clue where the ball was. Luna scores, Varney scores, Bittner stands at second. I think everybody thought that ball was deep. Ethan Hogan takes a first pitch upstairs for ball 1. Well, this baseball game has been very odd. There's been a lot of hard hit contact that have bounced around for errors and extra bases. But that's the cherry on top right there. 2-0 count now here to Hogan. I think the only person who knew where that baseball was Ethan Buckley. He stands at first. Elliott sends home a 2-0. Off the end of the bat, foul. Now it's 2 balls and a strike. Well, you heard me calling it like it was going to the outfield. You see where the ball dropped? That's the shortstop Solano picking that ball up on the infield. That baseball fooled everybody in the stadium. The 2-1, Hogan, a sword up the middle, and now it's 2-2. The Pippins have taken the lead here in the bottom of the 8th. And now they're 3 outs away from solidifying a win. Elliott back in the count. 2-2 to Hogan. Downstairs, the count will run full. An action pitch upcoming here in the bottom of the 8th. Bittner at second, Buckley at first. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. It's Matthew Elliott against Ethan Hogan. The payoff pitch. Called strike 3, frozen pizza over the middle. The side is retired. The Pippins take the lead. It's 6-5. Seth Mahler needs 3 outs to lock down a win here at the Orchard.
Tequila makes her clothes. One of the hottest names in country, Joe Nichols. Live in concert, July 27th, 8 p.m., Legends Event Center.
Yeah, like I was nodding right along to a song on the radio. Yeah.
On sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop.
Somewhere sunny.
Joe Nichols, live.
The highly anticipated Sage Spa at Legends Casino Hotel is now open and taking reservations, offering massage therapy, body treatments, manicures, pedicures, facials, saunas, and more. Plus, the only spa facility to offer wet and dry wellness pods in the entire Northwest. Call the Sage Spa at Legends now to make your reservation for the ultimate relaxation experience.
Look at that pretty skyline over to our west. Mount Rainier off in the distance somewhere. Well, tomorrow our next telecast will be between these Bend Elks and the Yakima Valley Pippins. First pitch at 6:35 p.m. Our coverage will begin with Pippins pregame presented by the Washington's Lottery at around 6:25. We have some special all-star festivities to prepare for Tai Pangborn. We have a package getting ready for Sunday's game. You won't want to miss this weekend series before the all-star game as the Pippins look to improve on a 1-5 record in the second half. They've got a chance to pick up their second win in the second half of play after a bloop single scored 2 runs off the bat of Ethan Buckley. I was talking with the Bend broadcaster in between the innings. He saw it popped up on the infield, but 9 times out of 9, that is a pop out. So now Seth Mahler will face Makoa Sniffen, Easton Amundsen, and Vinny Salvione, leading by 1. First pitch is cut on and missed. Pippins felt down and out of this, despite the fact it was only a 2-run game until just a few minutes ago. The crowd is re-energized. Mahler misses with ball 1. It's officially 3 runs scored there in the 8th. Give the Pippins a line drive out towards right. Coming in is Bartholomew. He's not going to get there. Makoa Sniffen represents the tying run for Bend. Pippins got 3 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and left 2 on there in the 8th inning. So now the go-ahead run is Easton Amundsen, who hit that home run in the 7th inning, as Mahler dots a strike on the outer third. Double play gets you 2 outs quickly. Pippins have turned one of those. 0-1, blew it by him. Amundsen unable to catch up to 86 at the top of the zone. Mahler looking for his 3rd strikeout. Has the one he wants, the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, top of the strike zone. Down swinging as Amundsen can't lay off of the high cheese. Vinny Salvione bats next. Salvione 1 for 4. Double play ends the game. First pitch off the end of the bat, up towards the general admission. Ball must have bounced over the wall and gone down to the concourse. Oh, don't jump up like that, kid. Freaking me out. 0-1 from Seth. Swing and a miss. Mahler's dialed in now. Picked up his 3rd strikeout on the last batter, Amundsen. Seth ready with another 0-2. Towering shot out towards center. Anderson back. He's going to settle under it and make the catch for out number 2. Crowd here will make a little bit more noise. The Pippins an out away from a come-from-behind victory.
It will be Zach Carlson, the center fielder for the Bend Elks. Makoa Sniffen stands at first, still representing a tie. First pitch popped up foul territory, running out of room. Buckley, he is into the backstop as the ball bounces into the front row. Strike one on Zach Carlson. Souvenir in the late parts of this game for that fan. Carlson today, a single back in the fifth. Mahler's 0-1. Sniffen takes off. The throw down to second is offline. Reeser keeps it in front. Had a chance to get the third out there, but Makoa Sniffen moves into scoring position with 2 outs. The bigger thing, though, is that that pitch was called a strike to Zach Carlson. Seth Mahler, one pitch away. The crowd rising to their feet. Deep breath. The 0-2. Top of the zone. Ball 1. Seth's feeling the energy. 91 out of his right hand. Crowd is stuck with us. Whitworth's finest with the 1-2 pitch. Pop up on the infield. Luna ranging towards the line. He squeezes, and the Pippins come from behind to stun the Bend Elks in Game 1 of a weekend series. Seth Mahler slams the door, picks up the win. Ethan Buckley puts a bloop single where nobody knew and gives the Pippins a 6-5 victory on a Friday night. How about that? The game felt so lost despite a 2-run deficit for the Pippins. And then all it took was a blinding light single on the infield to give the Pips a 6-5 victory. Yakima Valley now winning 2 of its last 3 as they will get ready to try and take a series tomorrow night. Some numbers in this contest. You look at Dylan Anderson, 3 for 5 tonight. Kyler Bittner, 1 for 3 there early. Ethan Hogan had a pair of hits, but none bigger than the one by Ethan Buckley in the 8th inning that scored 2 runs that got lost in the infield lights. Ty Pangborn went 6, did not qualify for the decision. Seth Mahler went the final 3, giving up 2 hits, no runs, no walks, and 3 strikeouts, earning the victory. That'll conclude Game 1 of this 3-game set, and that will conclude our coverage as well for all of us involved with the Yakima Valley Pippins Baseball Club, especially with the broadcast. I'm Harmon Johnson signing off, saying stay safe, have a great night, and we'll talk to you tomorrow for Game 2 between the Pippins and the Bend Elks. Final score again tonight, Yakima Valley 6, Bend 5. You've been watching Pippins Baseball on the Pippins video stream.